Hello, this is my teaching presentation. It's about the HTML form method and action attributes. So to start, what are the HTML forms? HTML forms are one of the main points of interactions between a user and a website or application. It is made of one or more widgets. These widgets can be text fields, select boxes, buttons, check boxes, or radio buttons. Most of the times those widgets are paired with a label that describes their purpose. So we used to need snippets of JavaScript to validate the information users enter into form fields. HTML today provides us with several attributes that allowed us to dictate what is an acceptable value and inform the user of errors without the use of JavaScript. We have the HTML form attributes. So the form attribute specify one or more forms the elements belong to. We can have the buttons, the fieldset, the input, the label, the mirror, the object, the output, the select, and the text area. These are some examples about this. So we have, for example, the button tag, which defines a clickable button, and they are often styled with CSS. In this element, you can put content like text or images. And here we have the Fieldset tag, which is used to group related elements in a form. These tags draw a box around the related elements. Here we have the input tag, which specifies an input field where the user can enter data. These elements are used within a form element to declare the input controls that allows users to input data. Here we have the label tag that defines a label for a button, an input, a mirror, an output, a progress, select, or text area elements. This element does not render as anything special for the user. However, it provides a usability improvement for mouse users because if the user clicks in the text within the label elements, it toggles the control. The mirror tags define a scalar measurement within a known range or a fractional value. This is also called as a gauge. The object tags define an embed object within a HTML document. We can use this element to embed multimedia like audio, video, Java applets, etc. Here we can have the output tag, so it represents the results of a calculation like the one performed here. The select method is used to create a drop-down list like this one. So you can select the elements that define the available options in the list. The text area tag defines a multi-line text input control. This text area can hold an unlimited number of characters, and the text renders in a fixed width font, which is usually Courier. Then we have the form method attribute. The form method attribute specifies how to send form data, and the form data is sent to the page specified in the action attribute. The form data can be used as URL variables with the method get, or as an HTTP post transaction, which is with the method post. The differences between one and the other one is in the case of get, the length of a URL is limited, about 3,000 characters. The appends form data into the URL is named in name value pairs. We never use get to send sensitive data. So get is better for non-secure data like query strings in Google. In the case of post, it has no size limitations. It appends form data inside the body of the HTTP request, so the data is not shown in its URL. And the form submissions with post cannot be marked. This is an example where we can submit a form using the get method. So we have here the form action, which goes to the action page PHP, and we have the get method. We have, like in this case, the first name, the last name. So after clicking the submit button, the input will be sent to a page on the server called action page PHP. In the case of the post method, it's the same. The only difference is that in method we put post, and when we click the submit button, the form will be submitted using the post method. In the case of the action attribute, the purpose of the action attribute is to specify the URL of a form processor. For example, a PHP script which handles the form's data. So we have these possible values, which is an absolute URL or a relative URL, like this one. In this example, we have here the code. Okay, in the body we have the form type, and the form action is going to the action PHP. So we are going to have a working example of this one. So in this case, we can put and when we hit submit, this is going to be sent to a page on the server called action page PHP. So here is where the input I wrote was received as. So the server has processed my input and returned this answer. Thanks for watching.